Okay, so hi dear Capricorn, very very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a journal love reading for all the Capricorn Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising for Capricorn singles for the month of April 2026. Please keep in mind these are general readings. They might or might never resonate. Even if they does 100% resonate with you, don't take them as personal reading and make personal choices or decisions based on these readings. I highly recommend to not to take anything personally that you see on internet, whether it's tarot reading or any other thing. And anyone can do tarot, anyone can read tarot. It's very easy. It's just like reading images. Tarot is just like you are watching a mirror and you are seeing like what you are not seeing otherwise, right? And for personal reading healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. For tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass, two links are given below. So let's start. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see your current energies regarding love and relationship area. We have the Ten of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. Okay, so Capricorn, whenever it comes to love, you guys already start feeling very heavy and burdened, some kind of energies, as if some kind of uh, burden is there on your shoulders. You guys are trying your best to see things from a different perspective, from a different angle, and you guys are trying to move in this direction step by step because of your, of course, because of your previous connections or previous experiences. This is not something that you are like taking it as a very light-hearted energy. Oh, I'm going to enjoy a bond or connection. It's like whenever you guys are thinking about romantic love, it's giving you a lot of heaviness and burden, some kind of energies around you. You guys are feeling like, okay, even if you guys are not going to go in this direction ever, it's fine by you. That's what you're feeling. But you guys are trying to change your perception, change your point of view, and do things step by step in order to achieve something really good and meaningful in your life at some point of time. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. You guys are trying your best to stay with yourself as much as you can, stay in touch with your inner self as much as you can. So if your inner self is telling you to go ahead and try something, you are doing that. If your inner self is telling you to just stick around and stay with yourself and do your thing, you're doing that. But your perception and your point of view regarding the situation is changing with each passing day. Step by step it's happening, but it's quite difficult for you guys to uh, be in this positive mindset that something good is going to come out of this portion of your life ever. But you are trying your best, if this is making any sense. Let's see what are your energies for a new person, new connection, new bond, Capricorn. So we have the Emperor, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. Capricorn, there are very good chances that you guys will start having a back and forth communication, lots of communication, like maybe meeting somebody face to face, connecting with somebody. Maybe you guys are talking to each other online, or there's some kind of distance between you guys. But there are very good chances you guys having a lot of communication with someone, back and forth communication, or maybe meeting each other face to face. And then you guys are going to decide to meet this person or connect with this person for the long term. It's like you connecting with someone, having a lot of back and forth communication with someone, then you guys taking a decision, and then you guys are making this decision or choice of looking forward to have some kind of commitment kind of energy with this person down the line. Mm. So there is some kind of energy entering in your space with whom you are going to talk a lot. This is the sign. The person that you're going to talk a lot, communicate a lot, share your feelings a lot, share your energies a lot, and it's going to be like equal from both the sides. Then you guys are going to plan like, okay, let's meet face to face. Or if you guys are already meeting each other, or you guys will be meeting each other face to face, you guys will be looking forward to have something solid, something long term. Okay, that's the deal here. Really good energy, really good energy. So okay, you guys are going to connect, you guys are going to feel a bond, you guys are going to look forward to have some kind of commitment kind of energy within this dynamics with this new person. Good. Let's see, for this new person, new connection, new bond, the energies. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life, right? You might be living in this burdensome energy from quite a long time now. The time has come for you to unload yourself, to unburden yourself, and free yourself from the limitations, from the burdensome energies, and take back the control of your life and enjoy, enjoy the bond, the connection, the feelings, the energies that's coming towards you. Let's see your energies for a past person, past situation that you guys might be still stuck on in some way. Let's see, Cappies. We have the Eight of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Hierophant. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. Okay. It's like with the past person, past energy, things are not moving forward because of one of you stuck on the idea of keeping things casual, and one of you stuck on the idea of wanting to have something long term, wanting to have something committed. For some of you, the person you are dealing with, they might be already committed or married to somebody else. That is the main issue. Okay. So something related to marriage, commitment, belief system, cultural background, or spiritual mismatch is the reason that you and this past person, past energy is not together anymore. But I do see that you guys, if you guys are already talking to each other, that will continue. If you guys are not even talking to each other, there are good chances that you will start talking to each other again with this past person, past energy. And I do see this time it's going to be like a very well thought decision or choice of, okay, whatever is happening, we can't change that, but we can continue having a good bond, having a good connection, having a good relationship with each other, irrespective of somebody's status and somebody's mindset regarding the situation. Okay, so there is going to be a mental chatter always. There is going to be a background noise regarding this past person, past situation always. But I do see connection here. But I do see, like, if you guys are already talking to each other, then it's going to continue. It's going to, in fact, increase. If not, you might start talking to each other, irrespective of your marital status or what the other person is thinking or not. And you guys are going to continue this connection. Okay, cool. I don't think so. This is valid for those who are in no contact from last 2 years. Don't do stupid things. Don't take tarot as like, oh my God, Anjali told us like a past person, and you are going to have a continuation and this and that. If you guys are not talking to each other, if they are not interested in you, if they don't want to be with you, then this is definitely not valid. It's for those who are interested in each other, who can connect with each other. I don't understand why people don't use their common sense and brain while watching videos on the internet, why they forget that we are also humans and we are not predicting any future here. Tarot readers are just telling the uh, answers are based on the energies, telling you the stories based on the energies only. Okay, use common sense, please. Use common sense, please. Use your brain. Highly recommended. Don't be in any kind of illusion or delusion or la la land. When you know something is not possible or it's not happening, then definitely that's not for you. The messages are not for you. Hmm? How can you guys take anything personally on the internet when it's for thousands of people? Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. If you guys can reconnect with this past person, and if you guys know that you guys can sort things out, especially if you guys are interested and available for each other, you guys can try to sort things out with each other. This can convert into something really beautiful and down the line. And if you guys are know that somebody's already married and committed to somebody else, then I don't think so it's a good idea, but it's up to you. It's your life, right? I don't think so it's a good idea to stay in touch with somebody who is already with someone else. You are ruining your life, you're ruining their life, and the third person is suffering without any reason. You don't have any right to do that. But of course, it's your life. Make it or break it. Who gives a shit? Hmm? Let's see the guidance here, Capricorn. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength card. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. You know, from time to time, you might get this stressful energies that if you are going to be in a relationship, you are going to lose your independence, you are going to lose your freedom. What if they're not going to be the right person for you? What if they are going to mess things up? You might be creating stories and scenarios in your head that might or might never that might or might never get true. But it's you're a human, and all of us have these kind of stressful energies, especially when we are entering into some kind of a situation where we don't know what we are going to get out of the situation. So it's completely human, it's completely normal. But don't make it your habit, don't make it like the way of your living. Okay, try to get out of these kind of thoughts. Sit with these thoughts. You can create the worst kind of scenarios. Plus, when you're done with the worst kind scenarios, try to make the best kind scenarios. Okay, make it a habit of flipping the page, not immediately, slowly but surely. And try not to be in this hyper independent energy. Like, I am going to be hyper independent. I'm never going to take any kind of help from somebody, anybody. I'm never going to allow anybody to lose, to make me lose my freedom. It's not like you have to lose your freedom to be in a healthy relationship or good relationship. But if you're keeping yourself away from anything or anyone because you feel, you have this thought or belief that the other person is going to block your freedom and happiness, then I don't think so it's going to be a healthy relationship. Two individuals, two healthy, that like a healthy relationship is like two independent people doing their own shit, doing living their life to the fullest, coming together whenever they feel like, and having a loyalty that you guys are not going to lie to each other or cheat on each other. That's it. You don't have to be with each other's with each other all the time on each other's neck and owning each other like you guys are each other's property. It's not healthy love, it's codependency. Social media love, stay away from that. People on social media for reels or for something, they make good videos, they make you feel like, oh my god, you're missing so much in your life. That's bullshit. I can do that. I'm an actor. I can have a person by my side, and I can act like we are in love like crazy, and we never fight and anything. And in real life, I don't have to do anything with that person. Beware of these kind of energies for sure. Hmm? Don't compare yourself with so-called social media influencers or couples on the internet. They're fake. Most of them are fake. Not every one of them, obviously. Let's see the final message. So just because you think like you're hyper independent and you don't need anybody by your side, and everything is going to be ruined, I don't think so. It's a good idea to stop yourself from being in love because you think everything is going to go worse. What if everything is going to work out for your best? What if that is going to happen? Let's see. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I think you are becoming the red flag here. I don't think that's about the other person here. If you are one of those people who are on the way, on the path of becoming a red flag, pay attention to that. Hmm? Maybe you are turning into a red forest. Watch out for that, honey. If not, don't take that message, just leave it. Cool. So thank you so much for tuning in, Cappies. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye, take care, may existence bless you. Namaste.